So now we're going to go over objective game modes. These are our hardest ones to script, and I'll show you examples of various types of objective game modes that me and Jacob have come up with. Fallen Champ helps kind of develop this as well. So let's see, what can I show you first? Oasis Rush would be a good one. So as far as picking what the objective would be, it can't be something easy to destroy, or else it's just too hard to defend. So what we have found is the best objective is the zombie spawner capsule. The big one works pretty good for outdoor environments. This is your mother canister. To destroy it, you have to shoot out all these things here. And we basically do it in attack and defend mode. So you got one base, has your capsules. So when you spawn in, you see the defend sign to help people understand, the what's going on. You also have destroy red capsules to spawn weapons and vehicles here. All these weapons are not going to be here because they are tied to scripts. So the team will need to destroy the red capsules, which are on the other base. Now the reason we use these light beams is because objective markers do not work in PvP as far as unspawning them or spawning them. They're always on the map. They're always there, even though in the editor it looks like you can work with them. When it's published, you cannot unspawn an objective marker. So it makes it very confusing. After you destroy something, there's still an objective marker. So we put the laser beams on there, which disappears as well when it's blown up. So yeah, that's basically how the game mode Rush works. This team spawns in and they see that they need to destroy blue canisters to win weapons, defend the red capsules. They can easily see where the red ones are. The kits also explain what that needs to be done, which problem with that is most people do not read kits. So, they're not going to probably know what's going on, but everybody spawns here, so it's not too bad. And you want to have maybe better directions above the canisters. The letters do not face to the outside. When I'm coming from this direction, you don't see a defend because of the way the letters work. You only see a defend when you're facing out of your spawn. Kind of makes things a little easier to understand. So that's your basic rush setup. Objectives to use: big spawn capsules, small spawn capsules. Let's show you how a indoor map could possibly work with Cobra Rush, Cobra Command Rush. So this is very similar, but instead of using the bigger capsules, we use the smaller capsules. So that will be, you got like an indoor type map, and you can actually stack them together so that you got to take out one to get at the middle, or you got to take out all four to get out the middle. So you can see there, close. See, half of them are already blown out on these. These are called half. So as they close, you get into this one. So that way you can't blow it up too quick. And let's see what else. Spawning's similar, except you got on this map you got 2 of those bases. Similar, you get directions. Now on this map you don't get any guns. You don't win any guns. You win the helicopters. Now let's show you an example of the Flame game mode, which is very similar. So we'll find Oasis Flame. Oasis Flame. So Oasis Flame is just like Oasis Rush, but it's a little bit more difficult when you spawn in. It says using flamethrower pickup to destroy red capsules. So now in the middle of the map you have a permanent objective marker showing you where the flamethrower is. So when you spawn in, it's pretty easy to understand, especially if you've played this map before. Now on this one I didn't put anything in the kits because I wanted some more variation in weapons, but there's only one objective marker showing where the flamethrower is. And the way you make these things invincible to anything but a flamethrower is you use what is called the research lab container glass intact, and that is fits perfectly inside this, and that blocks everything except fire. You can shoot rockets at it, you can shoot missiles, C4, anything. It doesn't work. You gotta have the flamethrower. You can also put some signs on the outside that say flammable, try to help people understand it better. Now I'll show you how to do the indoor variation of this, which would be Viper Tower Flame. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think I made the Flame version on PC. I think I just made the Rush version. I'll have to get Champ to port that to PC, but hopefully I can explain it a little easy. There's another glass container that fits the small canisters also, and this is a confusing map, I'll tell you what. Alright. So, for example, let's find one of the objectives. Upstairs. It's very hard to control the camera on PC, I'll tell you what, it's very difficult. Let's see, let's go through the window. Alright, the window right here. There we go, here are some canisters. So, On this one, I actually scripted the shields to be powered by the canister. And you can destroy the shields by destroying the canisters. And this one, there is also, you can convert this to a flame mode by adding, I want to say Mars DLC. Let's see. It's probably it's probably this one. Oh, that's the big one. Is it the big one? It's probably this one. That's the small one. That should do it. Yeah, you can basically add that to make it so you have to have a flamethrower. So you could even give one team the flamethrower and one team better weapons, and they're protecting. That's kind of what this map is. Or you could make one team defending the, I'm sorry, both teams defending their own objective, and put a flamethrower pickup in the middle of the map. Just depending on however you want to do it. But there's one last game mode I want to show you before we end the video. And that is called Crossroads Demo. It's a very similar game mode. This time the capsules are just protected by barriers. Jacob made this map. So for example, when you spawn in, you can see the blue or whatever way you gotta go. So you got these gates that protect the objective, and you gotta go get C4 in the middle of the map to unlock the gates, which have an objective marker. So when you spawn in,
Team deathmatch.
get directions. You get the objective marker. And we also made a flame version of this. So there's a flamethrower in the middle, and there's no gate, but you have to go get the flamethrower to blow up. This one has a shield over it. So yeah, and one last thing, as far as map design goes, some areas should be restricted, such as your spawn areas, because if you do destroy the capsules, Oasis Rush 2, then you do win helicopters and things, which basically help your team win. And, you know, because there's no way to to mod in a scoreboard change. So, like, say this team went out and they destroyed red. Now their base gets not only the weapons, they get helicopters. But you don't want the enemy team to come inside and steal the helicopter. So there's different ways to keep them out. One way is just put fences around and ramps so you can go and jump over the fence. You can also make lay these down. You can't walk past them because they make you slide. You might want to put something above it so you can't jump over it. You can also disable jumping. I recommend disable jumping for every map where you don't need to use a wingsuit. Makes the gameplay better. There's not a bunch of bunny hoppers. So to disable jumping, you go to the gameplay modifiers. That would be in there. You got how long the map is going to be. Jump height, you set to 0.01. And that way there's no hopping around. We did put friendly fire on this one just because you can, that way you can kill a teammate who is shooting at their own objective. On flame mode, I got friendly fire disabled because it's kind of hard to go out and get the flamethrowers and come back to your base, but I've seen people do it. As far as map design, there's no way to wingsuit in to the enemy base. Now on different variations of the map, say I come out and I destroy the red ones, now I want to go into their base. So you may want to script in these barriers to disappear so you can go in and kill the players. Not only with the helicopter, but you go in their base. There are also different ways to do special effects with the destruction of the capsules. You can do alarm sounds, but I'm going to go over that in the next video.